Hey Spuddies, Potato Big Whiskey here, and welcome back to Civilization 6 Maritime game. If you do want to play with the mods that I'm using, go ahead and check out the links in the description. I have put together a collection of mods on the Steam Workshop, mostly just from modifying, I think, JNR's actual collection. But yeah, the link to the mod pack that I used in the series is down there, and you should be able to easily find your way to the full mod pack that has all the bells and whistles. Kill that guy in there, we get a little bit of a conversion over here. I think our main objective this episode is to get these shipyards up. Shipyards are an important part of developing our coastal empire. So I think shipyards, getting our waterfronts online, getting our growth, getting our production up, and becoming a truly powerful empire. We are still spending a significant amount of gold on the development of our coastal resources. Things like the crabs over here, all that stuff need to be put online. These are particularly important resources for reasons. All right, nice. We took out that arsenal, which means they have to repair it now, which is fantastic. You are going to coastally raid this. There's 100 sites. That'll finish military engineering. So we do know where Niter is now. Go ahead and coastally raid this for 50 gold, and we will pop in here. I'm going to finish feudalism. No, I'm going to finish cartography now. I think it's reasonable time to get cartography. We've kind of faffed around a little, screwed around, and now we're in the finding out stage. I'm being denounced. I mean, people don't like me. People are mad. Theus, it's an honor to meet you. Exchanging information on our capital should be nice. We do have access to humanism now. I don't think this really changes our game situation. We got the Outlaw Cove in Braga, and the Outlaw Cove will allow us to continue to develop the city really efficiently upwards in terms of its population. I do think purchasing a shipyard in here would be a big boon. It literally doubles the city's production, going up to 15. And so then we'll work on the campus. We got the harbor here in Sanaa. Let's get to work on that Outlaw Cove. I have a ton of privateers, pirate ships swinging around in the local area. We're getting to work on clearing up this wave of barbarians. Pirate ship, what you call it, the Phantom flagship is still doing good work. Fishing boat down in Coimbra, the 4 food, 2 production, 1 gold tile. Should see our gold income reach close to 1,000 soon. It is going quite well for us. Okay, over in Evora, I'm going to buy this tile and then save up for that tile there. Good to just have more tiles. We need to be prepared for the possibilities. I think some of my trade routes might be getting pillaged, or I just haven't bought more. Can't tell. I think I was on 15. I don't remember going to 19. I do need to build my spies. I don't know when I'm going to get time to build my spies. Possibly after I get more harbors. First harbor with adjacency 4 or higher is nice. We are going to go ahead and grab Zhang Qian. He increases our trade route capacity by 1, and foreign trade routes to the city provide +2 gold. Now, the problem is we actually do need a commercial hub that we don't have. Harbor completed in Viseu. Let's get to work on that Outlaw Cove. 11 turns, and then we'll get +1 food on all coastal tiles and +2 gold per era since last built or repaired, as well as the +2 housing and the trade route. Very nice. The amenity is also really helpful. Let's move a builder to the left here. Still working on developing a lot of these tiles in my empire with the view of becoming basically unstoppable. Over in Evora, we are going to buy this fishing tile. We'll put a fishing boat on that fishing tile, turning it into a useful tile. Everything is coming along nicely. You're going to snake past this city. Ooh, looks like they have an arsenal in the water there, which is moderately annoying. Not massively annoying, just kind of like, it's in the way, it's causing issues. Go ahead and shoot that knight twice to get your experience, although mainly for the gold, and then go ahead and coastally raid the bananas for 100 faith. We are about to have the now, so it's probably a good time to bring back a lot of cogs and to switch over to the 50% cheaper to upgrade units card. I think that'll be a very useful thing to do. So there's cartography. We have access to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It must be adjacent to a city center owned by this city. Gives you +2 culture, +1 faith. Harbors receive 1 additional gold from each adjacent district when the city is within 6 tiles of the Leaning Tower. Experience for naval units and 100% tourism pressure from this city to other cities starting in the modern era. Very cool. +2 gold from the fishing boat improvement, the now, as well as the dry dock and the Casa de Contratación. We also have mercantilism now, giving us logistics, triangular trade, drill manuals, the Torre de Belim, the privateer upgrade, and the camp improvement. So let's get started with a few key things here. We're going to go ahead and plug in professional army. It's hard. I'm going to lose retainers It's painful, it's difficult, but it's okay. It's only for a little while. We'll plug it back in. It's okay. Then we're going to plug in Professional Army. I would love to plug in Triangular Trade. I just don't have room in my government. We're going to upgrade to the nows, right? There's +4 era score. And more importantly, these are extremely good units because they come with the 2 build charges that allows them to improve the coastal terrain of our vassal city-states. So I'm going to put 2 more envoys into Kalenia. That will expand their borders. And we need to keep pumping envoys into Kalenia because we want to be able to trade with them efficiently. We could also go for frigates. I think it would be good for us to pick up stirrups for pasture improvements. We would like colonialism now because we want the +1 production from fishing boats. Our gold should increase pretty significantly over the next turn or 2 because we got a lot of gold in our fishing boats. I'm also going to come in here and see if there's any luxuries I can buy. There are not. There's nothing I can really want to sell either. Trade routes to players are starting to look more attractive, but this 15 culture per turn is just insane. So there's no reason not to do that. Let's turn you into a cog. Let's turn you into a privateer. Let's turn you into a privateer. And we'll chase these guys down here in a moment. Why don't you pop back and become a privateer? I need to get become my unique caravel is what you become. Right, there are some fishing tiles I need to get online. Excellent, the city is working them. I definitely also want this pasture online. But now that we have cartography, exploration should be a lot easier, owing to the fact that, you know, our boats can go across the ocean and they have more movement, they have more vision. We'll be able to meet the rest of the players, get our last few trade routes. Let's go ahead and chop here to finish that monument, and then we'll overflow that production into a harbour, and hopefully we'll be able to get Ponta Delgada up and running fast enough for it to be relevant. Pirate ship is doing good old work in here. Pillage for culture. I think now we're starting to run into the time and place where we might want to consider peace with Kublai Khan. Also, might want to consider settling this island. There's a few viable locations. This gets me 3 fishing boats, 2 in the 3rd ring. This gets me 3 fishing boats and a strategic. This gets me 3 fishing boats and a strategic. This gets me a lot more fishing boats in the 3rd ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fishing boats in 3rd ring plus a strategic. I could also settle a barrier city here, designed to hold this gap. I am tempted to settle this city, so I think I'm going to put the pin right there. That's going to be a city. That's going to be a city. Now, if this is going to be a city, I think there's a couple like interesting things we can do. I believe the harbor gets a bonus from an arsenal, so we could put an arsenal here defending this and then have the waterfront there. And now this is starting to look like a really nice coastal city. It's got like pretty decent yields on the coast. There is also a decent campus in here, and that's kind of covering all of our, you know, all of the directions that we want to do. Yeah, most of my gold is going to be going towards building the shipyards in some of these weaker cities. Thousand-year flood in the city of Viseu. It sucks. It is what it is. What are you going to do? We have the Portuguese now. Let's take a look at our available trade routes. Porto is currently our best place to get trade routes for culture. Braga for gold. I think I'm going to default to Porto, and I'll keep buying traders in here up until our limit. Take me a few turns to get them, but we will get there. Sanaa has a really big population. I think there could be a farm triangle out here. Although, to be fair, we're also really close to conservation, so we could start pumping out lumber mills, because growth, I think at this point in the game, building farms for growth feels weak. Okay, you have a promotion. You also have a promotion, and you have a promotion. So I guess we'll just do this to capture back our 2 builders. And let's see, do I have a city-state that I am allied with? Make friendly relations. I can. I'm trying to remember how the feitoria works. So it provides +4 gold and +1 production. Trade routes sent to the city from Portugal get +4 gold and +1 production. Can only be built adjacent to luxury or bonus resources belonging to other civilizations or city-states. Right. So that means it has to go like here. Can't be adjacent to another feitoria, so it can go there. Is it coastal bonus resource? That means I might be able to do this. Feitoria 1, potentially feitoria. We can get 2 over here in Mzima. In Lima, we can get 1 here and here. It's pretty good. And potentially 1 here down the road. When it comes to cattle, Hyuk, 1 there and there. Also potentially here. Could have gone here, but I took that tile stupidly. This one should be pretty good, right? We could definitely put 1 there. We could definitely put 1 there. 1, 2, 3. We could definitely put 1 there. 1, 2, 3. And we could definitely put 1 there. That's like 4 feitoria. Can't do anything with Kumasi. I've already covered you. Nazca. Oh yeah. You got a little bit of room for feitoria. 1, 2, 3. 3 feitorias in Nazca. I should also consider who I'm going to make my ally. Maybe, Congo could be a great ally, actually. Let me go ahead and send him a gift. His current relationship, So I would need to send my religion to him. I can actually do that. If I get myself a couple of apostles and send them to Congo, I can make him my ride or die. And the potential for Feitorías in his territory is quite large, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here for Feitorías already, even just in some of these cities. And that would, not only does that make his land better, it makes my trade routes to him better. So I think that is the direction we are going to push in. Barbarian Gallius down here. Oh, run away. We found Mexico City. That's useful. You're going to improve these crabs. I don't have the money for that, so you'll have to hold on. Let's harvest this to finish the construction. Get that monument in 5 turns. I'll queue up the harbor. My culture per turn is absurd, as is my gold per turn, and I'm very happy about those. Repair there, and you repaired that. I wouldn't mind getting square rigging. The extra sea trade range is quite nice. I think I should learn ironworking and castles. Try not to spend too much of my money on tiles, but here we go. The thing is, that's a cost that will run out and also pays dividends. So it is hard to justify that. Ooh, Djibouti. Nice. We get an envoy for trading with them. Boom. Loving it. Pirate ship comes up, kills the horseman, and continues to explore around. Simon Bolivar, it's an honor to meet you. Every player we meet does give us an extra trade route, so it is good for us to explore right now. I mean, it's been good for us to explore for a long time. I wonder why people hate me so much. Everyone's agenda is different. Is it time to peace out Kublai? I think it is. I think we've done enough damage. Give me all of your money. Give me all of your Diplo favor. I think he will only give us 20. Yeah, he won't give us any more than 20, but that's fine. We'll accept the deal. Outlaw Cove, buy the shipyard in Sanaa, go for the waterfront. In Garda, we definitely want to build the harbour. That's going to be an important way that we develop the city. We have pieced him out, and we can use privateers to explore pretty aggressively, actually. I do like how occasionally there's like random bridges out in the water. I don't know what causes that bug, but I do see it occasionally. It has come up before. All right, first Feitoria to Kalanya. Going down, +4 era score and making this tile better, and my trade routes to Kalanya are slightly better now, and they have a little bit of production on them, which feels pretty damn good. It's not a huge amount of production, but it is an amount of production, and an amount of production is better than no amount of production. Pirate ship is able to do some serious exploring. +1 era score for getting a civic from a new era. There's colonialism. That's going to be +1 production on all of our fishing boats, so all that money that we invested into building those fishing boats is now going to pay back even faster, which is fantastic. I'm going to take out professional army and I'll plug back in retainers because I like the amenities. I will double check and see if there's an amenity I can purchase. There is not. Let's go for civil engineering for being able to get another governor title. I'm going to send envoys to Kalanya because I want them to claim more tiles. And the idea is the more envoys I put in here, the more tiles they claim, the more likely they are to claim the tile that I want them to. So I'm just shoving envoys into them so I can make them a better trading partner. Also, it'll give me long-term security on control of them, which is for great works of art and stuff like that, which I don't have many of. I will eventually have some. All right, buy the fishing tile. I am a little bit loath to be spending this money, but look at that tile. That the upgrade power that it provides now it's hard to deny it is a cost-effective maneuver to do this. That's the thing. All right, pull you back. You become a privateer. That's going to be like the last unit that I actually ever upgrade. Yeah, we need Kalania to expand. We can, however, get the Congo here. A lot of Feitorías. There's definitely a Feitoria there. Definitely a Feitoria there. 100%. That's a city center. Sorry. 100% of Feitoria there. Definitely there. Definitely there. And yeah, right there. So I think that's going to make this a very viable trading city. We are also going to need more nows. So where is the naval production card? There it is. Press gangs. Where do I want to put the arsenal? Where do I want to put the waterfront? It's hard to decide where it should go. There's a +4 there. I think I'll take the +2 maybe. I'll put the arsenal there so we can build ships faster. Maybe we'll see. Oh yeah, look at that. Feitoria done and dusted. A tribal village, yoink. A free recon unit. Well. A garrison unit for one of my cities. Thank you, sir. Right, we could get square rigging for embarked unit movement speed. I think I actually kind of like that as a move because a lot of my guys are slow. I'm wondering, is there anything I can sell to the AI for an immediately gold injection? Because I would like to buy the shipyard in Evora, which is +6 production per turn in Evora, bringing that up to a 25 production city. Look at that now. These fishing tiles are insane. It also has great housing. We will get the waterfront. Could build the Torre de Belim. I don't know if it's worth building that. I think we'll just focus on infrastructure. Let's get that waterfront going. Harbour in Bransagia. I don't know how to say the city's name, so I'm just improvising. Poorly, I might add. Improvising poorly. Okay, we could trade with Leventa, and that would get us a nice boost. I'm also really wanting more traders. Hoping the production that I get in Lisbon from this shipyard will go a long way to helping get the city up and running. Like, I definitely want a library. I want a navigation school. I also want to build boats. When the hell am I going to have time to build these nows that I need? Well, it's not going to be now. Okay, perfect. There's a Feitoria built. This guy has no charges left, so he'll be put on auto explore, just so he doesn't show up in my menu. Same with this guy. But now the trade route to Mabamba should go crazy. Right, you come, loop around this way, then go ahead and pillage that tribal village. Pillage the village. We got the monument over here in Beja. Let's place that waterfront property. But of course, we build the harbors first. The 15% production towards districts is actually kicking in pretty nice here. It's giving us a little bit of a boost. All right, so you've placed your thing. Let's get you promoted. You've placed your things. Go ahead and auto explore. Chop here to get that harbor faster. And we'll also chop this jungle tile. We will chop this jungle tile too, because chopping just gets you infrastructure faster, which means you get a return on investment faster. Okay, the trick here is getting both of these guys to shoot and for them to stand next to each other to give each other combat strength bonuses in the flanking direction. You're retreating to heal. We have met Georgia. It's an honor to meet you. Did I mention that this was a gigantic map, by the way, and there's like 18 civs or something insane on it? I don't think I ever said that, but maybe I should have. We got the shipyard in Lisbon, which is a big productivity increase. I definitely want the amphitheater to buy the great works of writing. I also want the arsenal, and I want the navigation school. Ooh, I definitely want to make friends with Ugarit, the maritime city-states. +1 food in the capital and every lighthouse. +1 food and production in every shipyard and consulate. +1 food production and +2 gold in every seaport and chancery. And +1 food in every harbour and diplomatic quarter building. So very, very nice. This is a trade city-state. +2 gold in the capital and every market. +4 gold in every bank and consulate. Stock exchange and chancery. Commercial hub and diplomatic quarter building. Yeah, so we need to start building up these relationships. Also in Lisbon, we need to build the goddamn diplo quarter. Grab the granary. It's a one-turn build. It'll give me 2 more housing. We got the campus in Braga. Let's get the library and the navigation school to start to build up that aspect of my empire. I will chop here. That'll be the harbor in 2 turns as well. Trade route in Porto. Now the trade route to Mabamba looks better. So I'm going to move this trader to the capital, and I'm actually going to buy a few more traders in here. Oh my goodness, I was able to buy so many traders. I bought like 5 right there. Jesus. This is where we talk about the, success begets success. Doing well makes it easier to do well. Let's convert Mabamba. We'll work on maybe converting some more. You've used all of your thingies, so you go auto explore. We're waiting for Kalenia to actually have more envoys and tiles, really. I don't think they can be built on reefs, but I can get a decent number of them around the Congo cities and therefore make Congo a really good trading partner. Go here, pillage this barb camp. There's a Sanguine Pact. Come here, shoot this cogger. I'm going to pick up, do I need monarchy and divine right? I don't know. I'll pick up the enlightenment and I'll move towards the boardwalk. Granary completed in the capital. I definitely want to trade with all of the Congolese cities that I can see. So I'm going to trade with Mabamba. I'm going to trade with Mabanza Congo. I'm going to trade with Mabumbi. And I'm going to trade with Mabanza Mabata. Then I'm going to look for all. I'm going to sort by gold. So Kalenia, you're first. Get me a library and a navigation school. We got the Outlaw Cove in Viseu. This one has the extra yields on the shipyard, thanks to Reina. So I'm going to look to sell for raw gold any strategics that I have. I'll try to convert that into being able to purchase the shipyard on this turn. This is a 12 production shipyard, literally doubles the city's productivity. Went from 15 to 30, which I don't think I need to explain how that's a huge jump. Right, let's build the dam. Then we go for the industrial zone. Then we go for the aqueduct. That'll get the city up to where it needs to be in terms of productivity and providing AoE production. I'm going to go for tax collector in here. I like that +2 gold per turn in Viseu as well. City is growing pretty effectively. I don't think I need builders right now, so I'm going to leave public works out, which frees up a card. I think I could do try and go trade. It is 80 gold per turn. Colonial taxes goes crazy, as does Wisselbanken. Wisselbanken goes crazy for me right here. I think I'm going to drop some of these cards that I have. Charismatic leader, all that stuff is amazing, but I think it's got to be Wisselbank plus colonial taxes plus Republican legacy for those 6 amenities right there. Now that is juicy. I'll buy your luxuries and I will buy your luxuries. That brings me up to 9 cities being ecstatic. I broke the 1,000 gold mark, which feels amazing. Feitoria down here in Congolese territory. Feitoria down here in Congolese territory. Making those trade routes to them better. Trade with our city-state friends. Okay, so Congo likes it when we spread our religion to him. That'll make him happy. He should have a slightly better opinion of us. He's delighted to have his religion, unknown reason, open borders, trade routes, friendly meeting, grievances from other players against us. That's mostly in the form of Kublai Khan. These go away at a rate of 7 per turn. So in about 20 to 30 turns, this will be completely erased, which means he won't have any reasons to hate us. Like if we check, he's got -17 reasons to like us. -52, 27. Yeah, a lot of the reasons people don't like us are from the war deck on Kublai Khan. Look, we were a little bit of a warmonger. It is what it is. It was the way things were done. I'm going to give him a gift. Here's 100 gold. Favorable trade deal, basically a gift. That should make him a little bit friendlier. I'm loving the way this map looks, by the way. Like, there's just like little cities and ocean tiles and all sorts of stuff going on. Right, we got the harbor in Garda. Let's work on the Outlaw Cove. We need those lighthouses. The Outlaw Cove is the modified lighthouse for the pirate nation that I am. There's another Feitoria. You've got another charge in you. You've got 2 charges, which is excellent. Let me tell you, I am being enlightened by the presence of Feitorias. Did I say that just because I'm researching the Enlightenment? Yes. No comment. Even though I already commented. No comment. Okay, campus, navigation school, +4 science. Let's do it, dude. We got the waterfront here in Avora. So there's big memes coming here. If I get the breakwater, oh, +1 food on all coastal tiles in the city, as well as a bunch of housing and a Great Explorer point. I haven't actually earned a Great Explorer. It's kind of interesting. I guess they come pretty late. It is only just now becoming the Renaissance era. Let's place that campus. We do want that. And we'll get this breakwater. That's a lot of food. I mean, we're working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles currently from the coast right now. That's +5 food per turn in the breakwater, as well as a ton of housing. Waterfront done here in Sanaa. Less important that we get that in here. More important, I think we get this campus up. And then potentially the arsenal. I think the campus is slightly more important, so we'll get to work on that. I am thoroughly enjoying this naval game. Building up these like super high yield empires is really, really satisfying, really, really fun. It's one of my favorite ways to play the game. We got Yusun Sin, who instantly creates an ironclad unit, which is handy. We got the harbor finished here in Coimbra. We of course go for the Outlaw Cove because we want the Brigand Court building, food, amenities, citizen slots, housing, gold, all that stuff. I don't know if I need an ironclad, so I'm just going to go ahead and put him to sleep. I could get the ironclad and then delete it, and then I would have +1 coal per turn. Seems like a fun idea actually, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now I'm just making +1 coal per turn without having to spend it on an ironclad. We convert Mabumbi Sor, Feitoria. I do like how the Feitorias have like this little stone connection to the land. I do really appreciate that little bridge. Artistically, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful execution on the concept of the Feitoria. Okay, we're clearing out this barb camp. It needs to go. Shipyard in Porto is amazing. City is up to 43 production, which is a fantastic level of production. Make sure you're focusing on food and production in here to keep that pumping along. The city is able to grow in terms of housing, but not necessarily, I mean, in terms of like actual raw growth, but not necessarily in terms of housing. I could put a really nice arsenal over here, and I will. I do think we're going to go campus first, building up this lovely, lovely infrastructure. The library has been completed in Braga. Unfortunately, just take that tile, please. And this tile. Get me the navigation school. I'm saving my money for developing certain cities. This city has been settled, Quila, so I no longer need to settle it. I do want to settle this one though. So let's quickly get a settler in Porto and sneak it on over to there. Ooh, also, I'm going to send my inquisitors out to convert my empire. Some of my cities have the wrong religion, is what I'm going to say. Now, I was trading with Catal Hoyuk from here, but I want to do that from Lisbon because it's a more valuable trade route, and also it's more interesting if the big number exists in one city, right? 627 gold from a single city. It's like, these are the kind of numbers you're working with when you're playing Portugal. Really, really fun way to play. We don't need any builders for the foreseeable future. How interesting that there is a barbarian settler next to 3 copies of dies. Well. I think we could make a pretty interesting city out of this, right? We put a harbor there, we put the city there, waterfront, and the entertainment complex. Sorry, not the entertainment complex, the water park. What if I made you the harbor and I made you the waterfront? Oh yeah, now that's starting to sound a little bit juicy. Very cool. We found the Great Blue Hole, +2 food, +2 science, +2 culture. Regardless of ownership, fishing boats within 4 tiles receive +1 culture and campuses receive +2 science. Very cool. Natural wonder. The Great Blue Hole, that's what we call Jamam. Convert Mabumbi. Didn't quite work. It's fine. Oh, he found Congo got Vasco da Gama. Vascular the Gain. I've tried to come up with a Giga Chad Swole name. Vascular the Gain. That's who I want to be. Okay, +4 era score for building the navigation school. We got so much era score from unique things this era. We have access to the boardwalk now, which will be a fun building to build, as well as Grand Opera. We will be getting the next Great Explorer. for each reef tile, okay? We can go for industrialization if we want the production from mines. We can get coal. It would be nice to get the factories and the coal power plants online and stuff like that. So I think a one tech stop here for factories and coal power plants would give us a significant production boost. And if I go to the city overlap tile, and if I'm able to get control of Mexico City, this industrial zone does become a 4 or 5 city overlap. I can't quite tell. So right now, it's a 3 city overlap. Then it becomes a 4 city overlap. So if I put my cursor here, yeah, if I were to settle some more cities, we could get more overlap. But we definitely want some industrial zones down and around here. I think an industrial zone here would be pretty good. It would hit a lot of these cities. If I were to put a canal on this tile, industrial zone there, but more importantly, it's just the industrial zone itself does pretty good work. Alternatively, if I swapped these and I put the industrial zone there and then the canal, that's a +3, which is slightly better. So that'll handle the industrial zones for this sector of my empire. I do need one for over here. Now, if I go to range here, somewhere on this tile looks pretty good to me. So I'm thinking industrial zone, definitely for sure, 100% on that tile. I guess in theory, if I'm banking on owning Mexico City, I could put it one tile to the left, and then this could be a campus. That gets me a +2 industrial zone. So I've got 3 industrial zones planned to cover my empire's industrial zone needs. And the reason you want that is because they provide AoE production. So like if I look at an industrial zone, you get a little bit of adjacency. You don't need to optimize for adjacency. You get a little bit of production, so about 3. So you're talking about 6-ish production from all this, plus the great people points. Now when you get to factories, you're talking about 3 production to every city in range. So this can, you build the industrial zone, maybe you get 3 adjacency. Then you build a workshop, maybe you get 3 yield, so you've doubled it. And then you build a factory, and then you can get like at least 3 up to like 30 production, so it becomes extremely valuable. And then you can double that when you build a coal power plant, which also doubles the adjacency bonus of the factory, plus you get access to coal. It just becomes, having a few industrial zones in your empire is just super, super useful. I think I do want to go to conservation. I want to be able to build forests to improve my empire's productivity. If I had a couple of lumber mills here, it'd be amazing for my capital because it's just working these raw tiles. These raw ass, scuffed ass tiles. We do have the navigation school in here. We're up to 54 science per turn. I think we'll grab the amphitheater so that we can get the writing slots. Those writing slots can be converted into culture and faith and all sorts of beautiful things. Next turn, we can potentially slap down a diplomatic quarter too. This is probably one of my most delayed diplomatic quarters, honestly, which is not a good thing. You don't want to delay it. It is bad. But I just had so much other stuff that was really pressing my mind, things that I wanted to build that weren't a diplo quarter. It is extremely not ideal to delay your diplo quarter this long. Hey, yoink, thank you for the settler. Now I can settle this weird little coral city. Coral! Every time I see coral, I think of that scene from The Walking Dead. That was a meme. Coral! And I think of Carl, the person who works at Firaxis. Carl! I guess it would be cool if there was double production towards campus. No. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. It'd be cool if great admirals were earned faster. I don't really care about this. I'm not going for a diplomatic victory. And campus, campus promoted, riders blocked. I haven't decided how I'm going to win the game. I haven't even decided how the AI is threatening to win the game. I'm just having a good time. We're Bing chilling. Zhang Qian. Waiting for him. Okay, we don't have a commercial hub yet. We need to kind of plan one of those. It takes a while for things to get done, though. That's the thing about Civ. You got to be a patient person. Okay, amphitheater done. +4 culture, +1 citizen slot. I was going to see about purchasing luxuries as well as great works of writing. He's selling them pretty cheap, actually. 9 gold per turn is a great price. But I can pop those into Lisbon, and because I'm suzerain of Kelania, whose borders I'm still trying to expand, so close to the Feitoria tile. I could put a Feitoria here, but it would be inefficient. It would block me placing another, and so I shall wait. What was I going to say? Yeah, the Great Marks of Riding are given +1 culture. So they're giving 6 culture instead of 2. Or instead of 3 culture each instead of 2. 6 in total. Amphitheater is done. Potential space victory. Depends on how I decide to win. How I decide to close the game out. I'm having a lot of fun building an engine here. I'm going to move this... well, actually, trading with Cattle Hoyuk is quite good. Trading with Kalenia is very good. Spreading out my trade routes a little bit now these days. Okay, settler plonking down. Grab ourselves this fishing boat. Oh my goodness, look at those starting tiles. That's absurd. I think we will start with a Grand Arena Monument because we need just to build this city up a little bit. It's a brand new fresh place. I wish less land would get dedicated to like these weird snow areas. It just seems such pointless bad land. I wish there was more islands. It's the one thing I don't love about this map script. All right, we've got 7,000 gold in the bank and it's there for a reason. So we can now purchase things like the consulate plus 2 influence per turn. That's a 40% influence boost because we're currently making 5. We get that consulate and boom, now we're making 7 influence points per turn. And then we buy the chancery plus 3 culture and plus 3 influence points per turn, brings us up to 10. So we literally just doubled our envoys per turn, which is amazing. Our influence per turn, which is envoys per turn, essentially. We do need to build spies. We also need to build our intelligence agency. We need to build a lot of stuff. I will one turn a watermill because why not? You're trading with Kalenia. That's perfect. Campus, go ahead and get that library completed for me. I could go for the breakwater. I don't need the food. I would rather get the navigation school because I want that science. My science is relatively weak right now compared to a bunch of the people in the game. I love building. So I have a bunch of money, so I'm going to buy the Outlaw Cove plus the shipyard in here. That'll accelerate this city, which means my cities only need to build the harbor themselves now. I'm going to get started on the waterfront. We want the housing and growth. We want the city to continue to pump like crazy. Yep, trade with Cataluk. I tell you what, I reckon we're getting on a bit in the world and I don't think we need to sit here and jabber on very much longer for this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this Maritime playthrough. Do remember to check out the mods in the description. I love you all very much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.